going on, dudes and dudettes? This is Pip Surfer with another daily update for the Cowabunga system. Today is Wednesday, October 22nd, 2008. And if you have been watching the markets, then you are seeing the dollar soar. And I mean, if you see this chart right here, we're going to get to it in a second, but look at that, just landslide on the cable. This is the time to be trading. This is the times that we as traders look forward to when we get these huge trends. And the way I like to ride these is by entering on retracements whenever the price makes small retracements back up, and then selling a little there and letting it ride down, and then every time it makes another retracement up, taking another sell and just making pips that way. And that's kind of what happened today. So we're going to get right into that, but first let me take a look at some of the comments from yesterday's post. We had two of them. And one is from Aerod84, and basically you say, hey, I absolutely enjoy reading your blog. Do you only trade the sterling dollar pair? I got on the huge downtrend this afternoon, 400 pips, Cowabunga dude. Well, first of all, thank you for your comment. I'm glad the system is helping you, and yes, we are seeing some big trades, big trends, so I'm glad you're able to get some of that. As far as the Cowabunga system goes, I only trade the Cowabunga system with the cable, just because I have tested it with this pair very extensively, and I know that it works on the cable. Some people have had success with other pairs. Again, I'm not saying that it won't work on other pairs, but for me, I am most comfortable and most confident with the cable. But with that said, I do trade other pairs, not with the Cowabunga system, but with different methods. So the sterling isn't the only pair I trade. So hope that answers your question. And finally, from Jazzveer, hi, how do you decide trend change candle and different colors? Basically, if you go to, I'm using a program called XTick, which allows me to change the color of my candles whenever certain things happen. The way I decide the trend change candle is you can read about it on the rules, and you can go there by either going to the left-hand side of my blog and click and read this first, or you can click this link right here, and that'll give you the details on how exactly I run the system. And it talks about the trend change candles and the entry candles and all that sort of stuff. So if this is your first time, click those links, read them first, and then if you got questions, feel free to ask them. But let's go ahead and jump right into this 4-hour chart of the cable and determine our overall trend. Well, the trend is down, and as you can see, our trend change candle was on the 20th, and the action has just been down from there. No new trend change candles, not even close. We're getting a nice ride down, so today we only look for short trades. Simple as that. 15-minute chart, I'm going to move it back to just before midnight. You can see what my chart looked like. And again, before I start trading, I want to take a look at the news events. So you can go to babypips.com, click on this Tools tab, and up will come a calendar, and you can see the news events for the day. And we're looking for news that affects either the sterling or the dollar. And you can see today we didn't have anything major. So it makes it very easy for us to trade because we don't have to watch out for any time areas. And we're only looking for short trades today. So pretty easy, pretty self-explanatory. And now we can just begin trading. And I'm only looking for short trades, and as you can see, when my day starts, we're already looking at a massive downtrend here. So the first thing I got to look out for is a retracement. I got to see this market retrace before I can get back in on this wave down. And so you can see that's not happening early in the morning. And we can see price starts to move up, and finally we have a retracement here. That's at 3 a.m. So now from here on, now I'm getting closer to getting in a trade. Now I'm looking for a spot to re-enter this downtrend. And here we get a crossover to the downside. Now we just got to make sure our indicators line up, and RSI is below 50, stochastics are trending down. MACD is positive and losing value. This makes it a valid entry, so we would enter at this close of the candle, which is at 62.85. Our stop's going to be at the most recent swing high at 64.26, and our nearest 50 or 0 level is right at 62.50. Okay, so now our trade's in place. Now we can just let it run. Okay, here this candle gets to as low as 62.51. Doesn't quite hit my target. In fact, it retraces back up. But I'm going to stick to my rules here, and even though we came within a pip of hitting my target, you know, this kind of worries me because I've seen that the momentum hasn't really gone in my favor. So I'm going to wait it out. And here you can actually see this is, I have to explain this now because here the price actually gets down to as low as 62.51 again, but it doesn't hit my target. Now this time I'm really feeling uncomfortable. We've had a massive downtrend. So now even though it hasn't exactly hit 50, your instincts and your human judgment should start to kick in and say, well, okay, momentum might be stopping here. I might want to think about getting out. And this is exactly what I did. And this is why the rules, yes, you have to stay disciplined to them, and I gave that a try too, but at the same time, you're not a robot, you have a brain, and this should tell you that, you know, you might want to start thinking about getting out. So I didn't get out quite at my target, but I did, you know, get out at 62.60, which gives me positive pips. It's not the original target I was going for, but again, you have to play with the market. You have to go with what the market is doing. And in this case, you know, my instincts kicked in great because you'll see that the market just continued to retrace back up. Now sometimes I could be wrong. Sometimes price could just drop and, you know, I would have missed out on a bunch of pips, but you know, that's what I take. I mean, I saw that I was positive already. You know, I might have been missing out on more pips, but again, I felt that momentum wasn't in my favor. We had seen a huge downtrend already, so I took my trade out with with the profit that I had already. So that's my explanation for that trade, and you know that will come with practice and experience. So, and a lot of the reason why I trade only this pair is because with the cables, because I get a sense of its personality, its movement, and you will understand that as you trade more and more often. So. Okay, we continue forward. Here's another crossover at 7 a.m. RSI is below 50. Stochastics trending down. Again, MACD is positive and losing value. Another valid entry. So the entries at the close of the candle at 63.29. Our stops at the most recent swing high at 64.49. The nearest 0 or 50 level is at 6,300. Gives us about 29 pips of potential profit, which is good enough for me. And we'll let this trade ride. And here our target was hit. The price actually closed at 62.92, so it gave me good momentum. So I went ahead and just moved my stop to 6,300 and set my target for 62.50. However, on the next candle, you could see that I was stopped out at 6,300. So we didn't get any additional pips, but our first target was hit on that one. So not bad. Again, we're starting to see more up and down movement, more retracement. Now let's see if we get another chance to re-enter here. Here we get another crossover at 10:30 a.m. RSI is below 50. Stochastics trending down. MACD again is positive and losing value. Might have even gone negative. Yep, it went from positive to negative on that one. And so this is another valid entry. We enter at the close of the candle at 63.62. Stops at the most recent swing high at 64.70. Nearest 50 or 0 level is at 63.50. Now, if you notice, if it's at 63.50 and our entry is at 63.62, that's only about 12 pips of profit, not including the spread. So that is a case where I don't like the profit target here. It's way too little for this trade. So I'm going to go for the same amount of pips I risk on this trade. So how I calculate that is I just take 64.70, subtract it from our entry at 63.62. And we get 108 pips as our risk. So now I just take 63.62 and subtract 108, and we get a profit target at 62.54. Okay, and so now our profit target's in place, and now we can just watch it go. And again, my target's hit, makes a clean break. So I move my stop to 6200, 6250, and keep going for more. And my target again at 6200 is hit. In fact, this gets as low as 6135, so I move my stop to 6150 and then continue to move on right here. And you can see that during that same candle I was stopped out on the trade. So a very nice trade on that one. I'm running out of time, so if you have questions or comments, leave it on my blog. I will see you all tomorrow. Cowabunga, dudes.